In next video, I'm going to talk about the idea that violent video games cause people to grow up to be, what, violent? So right now I'm forwarding to Milk Crib. Who is Milk, you ask? My podcast co-host. We about to record a little something for the podcast. Give you what it is. To whom this may concern, welcome to my life. What's up? Oh, I gotta fix my collar. Alright, that's better. It's about time. Hold on. What's up? I don't really like doing this on the train because it makes you worse, like public. And then speaking into my phone is just like, oh yeah, that nigga is definitely crazy. But I gotta get over that, so whatever. I had to readjust the camera screen because it doesn't rotate, but it's about that time. I can finally eat nuggets again. I have stopped eating nuggets a while ago because a certain company decided to, I guess, not serve, well, to discontinue serving their spicy nuggets. And apparently today they are back, so that's where I'm headed right now. First day. I've been waiting for this all my life. What if them joints is trash? I'm gonna be hurt. And while I'm taking that walk, I get to talk about the idea that violent video games cause kids to grow up to be violent. Like, that's not true at all. Today, like just now, really, about how I feel on people going about situations. And there's some very simple way to explain it. And you know, I try to break things down in the most basic form because understand the basic. You gotta understand the basics of it first before you can move to the more advanced anything, like with chess, right? Because I can't use math, but with chess, you understand how the pieces move. Very simple, right? You understand where everything can go, but every game is different. You're not gonna tell me, a kid who's played video games, violent video games at that you grow up to be violent just because of a video game. Now, I understand the thought behind it. Violent video games put those images and put those thoughts in your head, and then you may try to imitate it. It may introduce you to some themes that you otherwise would not be introduced to. I mean, you would be introduced to them by movies, but yeah, GTA is a little bit different than most movies. So let's talk about GTA in general, right? The thing that most people like to do on GTA is, especially if you're not a very big if you're not very skilled at the game and you don't care about doing the story mode, on GTA, you'll probably just walk around trying to get 5 stars. So what you're doing is walking around busting shots at people, and that puts that in your head. Now that I think about it, maybe I should take this out and re-record it, because then again, maybe not, because it's a very good example, so they deserve it. So my family was a part of that same school of thought. I don't know how they feel about it now, but when I was younger, they didn't buy me any violent video games. So my mother never bought me GTA. Well, let me not say that. My mother didn't let me play video games in which the violence was towards humans. GTA, she didn't let me play. But Halo, she let me play, right? It was shooting aliens. Of course, you can shoot humans technically, but they have suits on. You don't see the killing of humans going on. And as a kid, I didn't really understand it, because to me, it was just like, it's just a game. I'm not gonna sit there and recreate anything I see in this game. I understand right from wrong. That's why I'm enjoying it in the game, You don't do things like that in real life. You're not supposed to, you shouldn't. But, now that I'm older, I kind of get it. But I think to feel that video games is what makes people violent is just a little absurd. You see these themes in movies, TV shows, and all types of other everyday lives. So to single out, to target video games is insane. And maybe people aren't targeting video games, and they're just saying these themes in general and entertainment are not good themes. To which I would then say, you're still wrong. I don't think entertainment is what causes that, is what causes people to be violent. Does it enhance it? Maybe a little, right? I would have to admit that. Maybe a little bit. Do you see things in entertainment and you may try to imitate it in a safe way? So for example, wrestling, right? You see people like wrestling, and then they try to imitate the moves in a pool, or they try to imitate it at a foam park or something, like something that doesn't really hurt them. I think the real problem is the way people are raised. They're not taught. They're just not. I don't want to say that they're not raised properly, because you can be raised properly and just not be taught things. So I don't want to say that, but they're just not taught what is right and wrong. YitFactor. Sorry for being late.